Shalom, my brothers and sisters. I have missed y'all greatly. I just first and foremost want to say thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed to this channel, to Remnant Branch Ministries channel. I want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the testimony video and has been affected by it and blessed by it. I just definitely want to thank everyone for their likes and for the comments that were left. When I saw all of them, my heart was just overjoyed because it took me months to really push myself to even make the video, to share this testimony, but I know it was something that was so necessary. And when we share our testimonies with each other, they just strengthen us in a way. And so it's doing exactly what it was intended to do. And so my heart is overjoyed by that. And so I just want to definitely say thank you. Next, I also wanted to just update everyone about where I've been these past few months. I've been kind of MIA, and also just want to share some more of my story and be an open book while I'm going through this journey. And this is definitely to keep us encouraged. This is definitely to strengthen us. And for us to be able to connect with each other in reality, and and really living this life, and what it is to trust, what it is to endure, and what it is to really tarry. And so with that said, kind of pick up where we left off. In my testimony, I was in really a transitional period in my life at that point. I was tarrying and really sitting on some business decisions and business movements that I had. And I was really waiting for permission from the Most High. And I just stayed steady in seeking the kingdom, and really honoring the Spirit, allowing the Spirit to lead and guide me, not getting ahead of the Spirit, trusting Father no matter what was happening in my life. Some really heartbreaking things were going on with my children and my family situation, financially, my living situation. Things were kind of really heart-wrenching at the time. But I just kept my eyes to the sky and just trust and focus on the kingdom, and studying and really communing with Him and spending time with Him. And then also fellowshipping and being able to be of a servitude and of a service to my brothers and sisters. And so I was in that transitional period at that time, and the Most High had really gave me, had just blessed me immensely. And I was waiting on some answers and some words from Him before I could move forward with a project. And I had did so at that time, and it blessed me immensely. It really gave me the leverage that I had needed to do some amazing things in my lives and my children's lives. At that point, while in doing so, in getting us resituated and regrouped and kind of just basking in just that euphoria of, this is amazing, I can't believe, like, He just had blessed us, monetarily in a way that I have never experienced before. And then something horrible happened. And so to kind of go backwards in the story a little bit. So in 2015, I made some poor choices. In 2015, I sold drugs, and I was getting money, and I was hustling, and I got set up by an informant, and I pretty much had old drug warrants. I had old warrants because I was never arrested on them, and I had kind of left, and so I was kind of on the run, and these is things that happened in 2015. And so I had these old warrants that I never took care of. And so, kind of fast forward to that, the Most High really took me through a whole bunch of things, and brought me really to my knees, and took everything from me. And I thought I had everything. I thought that I had what mattered, money, cars, clothes, and success, and different things that really meant nothing, that really had no bearings on my soul, and had me on the sure fire train to hell. And so here we are now, fast forward. Now I'm living in the truth, and now living a life of surrenderance and repentance and addressing my daily sins every day, and being able to really just stay in the spirit and being so conscious and focused and protective of what I see, what I hear, what I'm listening to, the company that I keep, my interactions, and just keeping everything just kingdom focused is so important. And so here I am now. I'm traveling with my children, and I was pulled over. And when I got pulled over, I had these old drug warrants. And so I was arrested, and I was extradited. And then I sat the next 5 months in jail. And when I sat these 5 months just now, it was heartbreaking for me. It was heartbreaking because, first and foremost, of my children, my family, with my children, them having to endure without me, and just, worrying as a mother, worrying about my babies, and then, having nothing but to do but just think and be in my head that whole time. And so, but the whole time that I was in jail, I never fell away. And I never, though my heart ached and my heart hurt, I used that time to study more and to get closer to him, and to stay in prayer and supplication and fasting, and to continue to trust. And trust sounds like such an easy thing. It sounds like an easy thing to just to say it, like you have, and people say it all the time, you got to trust in the Most High, you got to trust in him, give it all to him, give it to him. But it's hard. As humans, it is hard. It's hard to put our trust and relinquish our control, and be able to say, no matter what happens, if people die in my life, if I lose everything, if I go through this place, no matter what happens, I'm going to trust in you, and I'm going to know that you're working all of these things out for my good, because I am seeking you, and I am serving you, and I am faithful to you as you are, faithful to you, even when trials and tribulations are coming. And so that learning that and being able to exhibit that is difficult. It is difficult. But you have to. Because he's faithful and true to us even when we're not. Even when we do slip and fall, and he's still right there. He still loves us. And so that was the main thing that I just had to keep in my mind the whole 5 months, is trusting and enduring. And this is all for your good. You may not understand, because when we're going through things, we don't fully understand. We can only see this much. We only see this box that we're in. But he sees everything, and he sees the future, and he sees, what we're going through, where it's going to lead up to. And me, and this calling that I have on my life, and this ministry with Remnant Branch Ministries, and everything that I'm trying to do and be of a service to others, how could I be ministering to others and going through this walk and journey with my brothers and sisters, and I have old drug warrants from 2015? This had to happen. It was imperative to the success of this ministry, to the success of my spirit. And it was also a sealing up, a closure of a past of a shame of a past, But it's real. And my transparency, I spoke with someone, and they said to me, well, maybe you shouldn't tell people that. Why not? This is my story. This is my testimony. This is real life. We get into the scriptures, and we read these stories of the days of old, and some of them sound so incredible, and some of them sound shameful. But guess what? That was real life then when it was happening. And so my transparency and my honesty will never waver in that regard. It is so important, because we're all real people, and we're all really going through things, and we're really having to endure in the enemy's kingdom. That's what we're doing. We're enduring in this enemy's kingdom, and we are to endure until the end comes. And when is the end? When Yahusha comes back? or we die. That's the end. And so there is no in between. There is no gray area. There is no middle area for that. And so it's important for me, and it means a lot to me to be honest with whoever takes the time to view my videos or who comes to the channel, and for my story, my testimony, to be able to bless them in any kind of way, or for me to be able to be of a service or an encouragement on your walk. And so yeah, so I was just bidden for the past 5 months. I was in jail. And, during that time, I just, like I said, I continued to study and to build and to really stay in the spirit. And it was hard. It was times where, I went through testing of patience and anger and compassion and humility. Even being around, and I know because the Father is so meticulously intentional. I say that all the time. He is so intentional. And I knew that everyone that was placed around me during that time, and anyone that would come in my circumference or to my cell, or, that it was for a purpose and it was for a reason, and that I'm supposed to do the job that I've been commissioned to do here, the job that the Messiah has left us here to do, and is to spread the gospel and to spread hope and to spread love and to spread the Most High's love through acts of kindness and compassion. And so, as the Bible tells us, some you save with compassion and others with fear. And so anyone that came in my circumference, I tried to be a blessing to them in any way possible. And there were others that just their presence did the same for me, and it blessed me in those ways as well. And so on this journey, it has been a whirlwind, but I just know so necessary. And so I'm back. Hallelujah. I'm back. And during the time also while I was away, I actually wrote an album, and it's called Written Behind Bars, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. The Most High really put it on my spirit to write these songs and to sing them from the heart, and so I cannot wait to share this project with you guys. I just have so much I have so much belief in it, and that it's going to be a blessing to other people, and that it's going to minister to others. And so I'm going to keep this video short. I just wanted to say, kind of update and say on where I've been, and where I've been during this time, and what's been going on in my life. Definitely look for more videos that are going to be coming. I definitely want to touch on a lot of topics that I think are so important to us, and definitely enduring and trusting in Father, but also being broken, and how sometimes we're not broken enough. And when you find yourself getting wrapped up in the same sin, and you find yourself doing the same things, it's because we might just not be broken enough. And so, look for some videos on that, and just some other encouraging things that are going to be coming up in the future. Also, events and different things that Remnant Branch Ministries is going to be embarking on in the near future. So I just wanted to say shalom. Be encouraged, my brothers and sisters. Know that we are in this great fight together. Do not give up. Do not give up. You must endure to the end. No matter what's going on in your life right now, it is never too late. It's not too late until he comes back, or you take your last breath. That's when it's too late. So it's not too late. Wherever you are in your walk right now, be encouraged. Know that long as you continue to seek him, and you continue to get back up, as Proverbs 24:16 says, for a righteous man may fall 7 times, but he gets back up. A wicked man falls in calamity, and he stays there. And so just get up. You just got to get back up. You got to keep getting back up. And know that while you're going through this walk, and while you're going through the refiner's fire, that it doesn't get easier. It gets harder, because you start to deal with some things in your life. You start to deal with your past. Things start bubbling to the surface, your feelings, things that you've been suppressing. Maybe sometimes things that we've been hiding or suppressing with alcohol or drugs or, money, sex, love, whatever it is. But the ways that we've been self-soothing ourselves and have been kind of not dealing with our true selves and the things of that are in our inside, our hurts and our pains from the past. When you go through the refiner's fire after you start seeking Father, it gets harder because you have to deal with things in a real way. But that's okay. It is so worth it. You have to endure and you have to thug it out, and you have to continue to push and move forward, and to be able to trust in him and trust this process. Trust the process. You'll see that in memes on Instagram and stuff. Trust this process. Nothing bad is happening. Trust the process. Know that he is working these things in your life out for your good. Know that he can see all things, and know that the enemy doesn't care about who you were in your past. He's worried about who you're going to be in your future. And so while you go through this journey, and when you're on this walk, you're going through the double time. You're going through the refiner's fire, but you also have a target on your forehead, on your back from the enemy. And he's going to want to tempt you, and he's going to want to make you fall away. But you have to endure. You got to be strong. You got to keep your eyes to the kingdom, keep your eyes to the sky, and know that your reward in heaven is greater than any reward this earth could ever give you. Nothing in this earth matters. It doesn't matter. Money, cars, clothes, sex, love, none of it matters. Only a distraction to keep you separated from Father. That's all it is. And so I want my brothers and sisters to be encouraged. You know, look at my story and be encouraged. Share your testimonies. You can hit us up at remnantbranch.org. We have a testimony exchange on there. You can also drop us an email at info@remnantbranch.org, or you can go and go right on the website and text. There is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week chat. We have someone there always ready to pray with you, to chat with you, chop it up, talk, cry, laugh, whatever it is. We have to support each other, and someone is always there. And so definitely feel free to reach out. Share this video, like, comment, subscribe, do all of those things so that we can band together, and then we can be encouraged. My brothers and my sisters, definitely stay on the lookout for Remnant Branch, because we are about to do some things that are really going to be empowering to our family and this body, the remnant, because it's only the remnant that's going to make it. And that's a fact. Only the remnant is going to make it. Only the remnant ever makes it. And the Most High has set apart a remnant for himself. And that's what we are. And so we got to stick together, my brothers and my sisters. So look forward to hearing from me soon. I look forward to reading you guys' comments and being able to be in touch and communicate with y'all. Shalom. Be blessed. Be encouraged.